Hello, it's Miriam from Blind Forest Tarot here at Blind Forest Books in Sackville, New Brunswick. And today I'm doing a video on the sun's transit through the sign of Capricorn. So the sun moves out of Sagittarius and into Capricorn on December 21st at 6:02 in the morning. Now, if December 21st sounds familiar to you, not only is it the winter solstice, it's also the day of the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. I'll link that video below. But yeah, this entire month from December 21st to January 19th, or astrological season rather, will kind of feel like a review period. It's going to feel like a rehashing of everything that's happened since December 2017, because Saturn and Jupiter both just moved out of Capricorn and now they're in Aquarius. So this month will challenge you to realize that past burdens are being shed and that this really is the new age. So, back to Sun and Capricorn energy though. The decks I'm using for this reading are Life Purpose Oracle cards, the Dreaming Way Tarot, and Lenormand, and Creative Whack Pack to give us a nice shake that will launch us into the future, which is now. So, let's start with the shadow cards. We start with Find the second right answer, number 5. So if you've been feeling particularly challenged lately, it's time to realize that there is more than one way to do things. Capricorn spirit is all about practicality and perseverance. And so this is a time where you're exploring new ways to make it up the mountain, because you're going to find that everything really has changed. So our next shadow card is Justice. Yay! So things really are moving in the right direction. Balance really is being found, and literally past burdens are being shed. So our next shadow card is number 12, the Birds, which is also the 7 of Diamonds, the 7 of Pentacles. So you're ready to work with your community in a whole new way to help effect this shift for everyone who's not quite on board yet. But one way or another, even in your own life, you're ready to share ideas and communicate in a whole different way. Because all these shifts are, moving us into a 200-year air phase that's going to find things just flowing a lot more easily in the mental and throat, self-expression, personal truth department. So our final shadow card is number 21, the World, which rules the energy of Saturn, which is Capricorn's ruler. And so actually this month finds you really settling into the way that you'll be approaching your challenges. It finds you really relaxing into the knowledge that that past cycle really is being closed out. And yeah, you're just prepping yourself for total Fool mode, which will feel much more real come the sun's move into Aquarius, January 19th. Mm-hmm. So you're ready to be your own dad and buck up and apply all the ways that you've learned to quite literally adult in the past couple years, where there was all that Capricorn energy going on with the other planets as well. Good job, everybody. So the main reading, let's start with the Creative Whack Pack cards. 2 came out, actually 3, there was a jumper too, but the main 2 are first, number 64, give yourself a pat on the back. You're still here. I know some of us, myself included, have just finished our Saturn return. So that's what happens when you're about 27 to 29. It's the first real challenge in your life. It's like the quarter life crisis, if you will. And so a lot of us have moved out of that time, although people a little bit younger are just starting their Saturn return. Get in touch if you want to know about your birth chart, but give yourself a pat on the back. You're still here. We made it through years of heavy Capricorn energy that was forcing us to buck up and figure ourselves out. We did it. We're still here. And so, number 62, be persistent. Yes, you're leaping out before the water boils over. You're figuring out new ways to do things, and you're realizing that you don't have to be where you were before, that everything really is changing, and totally new possibilities for personal transformation are opening up now. And so, surely you have an inkling of what those are. And our main oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle is books. So you're ready to study up on what you want to be doing. Oh, I love how it looks with my actual bookshelves behind. Yay! I know my life purpose involves books. But yeah, you're ready to read up on what you're interested in doing next, but you're also ready to read your own sort of inner book. You're ready to understand your personal story on a much deeper level. And you're ready to realize that, yeah, there's no need to force it. The story on this card is that an architect was asked where the pathways should be put between this series of buildings. And in the first year, they were like, just put grass. And then after that year, people had worn down natural tracks that they paved later. So this is a time to realize that, yeah, the way things are happening right now is going to be actually very organic. We don't need to push anything. Right now, we need to be choosing our own joy. And yeah, prioritizing actually our health, because that's going to actually get the ball rolling on bigger things that actually serve us much better. So our Lenormand cards, I always pull out 3 for Lenormand because it's a bit of a different system. The first one is number 21, mountain. So yeah, what you've come through is, yeah, it was a real like mountain type process. Mountain is actually a symbol for Capricorn energy. And so you've come through a time where you had to do a lot of heavy climbing, but you've kind of made it to the top. And so the middle Lenormand card is number 34, the fish, which is ruled by the King of Pentacles. So really trust that abundance is ready to flow in a way that is very easy. So you are tapping into exactly what you need to learn to launch you onto almost a totally different track. Capricorn energy is about entrepreneurship as well, and about being sort of business minded. And so, yeah, realize that everything you're rolling around in your mind is exactly aligned with the ways that you'll be drawing literal fortune into your life over the next 3 years or so as Saturn moves into Aquarius. But with the sun in Capricorn, what's being illuminated is that entrepreneurial spirit in you. So this whole next month is going to just be about planning towards the future and realizing that that is the plan that's going to launch your ship and help you find your flow in terms of bringing the resources you need into your life. Yay. And so the third Lenormand card, the one that's sort of edging us into the future, is number 19, Tower. So Capricorn season itself this year is just going to be about gaining perspective, realizing that things are getting easier, that you can accept that things will not be as hard. There will be themes cropping up to sort of be burned off, past themes arriving to test your mettle, but you've got this. You have the perspective you need, and you're ready to gain a little bit more over this next month to really help you realize that you're exactly where you need to be and that you are protected in your efforts. Hey. So what's going to be the main theme of Capricorn season? We had 2 cards come out, and they're both knights. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So a huge theme will be realizing, first of all, where anger has gotten you nowhere in the past, but also realizing that you have the passion and drive you need to sort of tweak your plan, to sort of shift even just a little bit onto like an alternative track to the same destination. So you're ready to recalibrate your plan and yeah, almost stab out in a slightly new direction. So what will be the main challenge of Capricorn season? And it's the Wheel of Fortune. This has been a really consistent theme lately, is that just wishing the changes could happen more quickly. No, not yet. Slow and steady. Don't force it. Trust that the universe is working on things behind the scenes for you, and that this is actually going to be kind of a month to hermit a bit and to, yeah, really reflect on the perspective that you have gained and will continue to as sort of full Aquarius energy rolls in. So, yeah, how will this transit help you lock in on your long-term legacy? And it's the 10 of Wands. So usually this is a card of being kind of exhausted, of realizing that you have a lot on your plate. But this particular depiction is interesting. It's the person in the process of picking things up. So you are picking up new ideas, picking up new bits to add to your load consciously, because you're aware that you're actually ready to take more on. Your mind is expanding and your passion is alive. So you have a particular finish line in sight, and that's why you're sort of shifting your plan a bit, because you've realized what you actually want for yourself. And this next month, this next season in Capricorn is going to be all about continuing to form that vision and realizing that in that planning, you're much closer than you've ever been before to making that work for you. So what's your best advice for Capricorn season? We had 2 cards come out for this one as well. And the first one is the 8 of Swords reversed. So again, huge emphasis on that you have been released. You have realized the things that you need to realize. And this month is just going to be about integrating them and incubating this fresh vision. Because the second advice card is the Empress. So here's your vision incubating in your belly and you're just nurturing, you're just returning yourself to full health, full creativity, full willingness to nurture this beautiful thing that you want to see grow over the next several years. Wow. So, the higher self cards. What's our message of hope moving forward through Capricorn season? And we start with number 42. Listen to that hunch. So you're ready to really fully commit to this choice that you've been making about where you want to be in life. You're listening to your higher self whispering in your ear. And that's almost where this don't force it energy comes in. All the answers you need are going to be flowing much more easily now with all this Aquarius energy surrounding than they did before when it was Capricorn energy, which can be kind of stuck on what you think should be happening. You're ready to entertain different ideas at this point, knowing that all roads lead to the top of the mountain, one way or another, as long as you know what that peak looks like for you. So the next higher self card is yoga. So one way or another, you're also moving towards just greater alignment. That emphasis on health is here again. So you're realizing that you want to be living more healthily. You want to be living a more balanced life, and almost setting that intention is drawing that in for you. And so the theme of health continues with our next higher self card, which is number 15, Bear, which is 10 of clubs, 10 of wands energy as well. So yeah, you want to take on all this new stuff, but first you have to figure out how you're going to stabilize your body and your energy in order to be able to take that on. You got this. And the final higher self card, so much help, is the 9 of wands. So it could be that before you can really pick everything up, you're going to have to take a little step back to just continue the healing process that has already been begun. And so Capricorn season is going to be the perfect time to do that. This next month can be all about focusing on how to prepare yourself for the influx of everything that you've been waiting for and hoping for over the last 3 years. Wow. So we had 3 major arcana cards, and they all add up to number 34, which is a 7 numerologically, which is the energy of the Chariot card. So Capricorn season is like when you go out to like scrape the car, but it's turned on. So your car is like running and getting ready to take you where you need to be. But first there's some like scraping to do still to clear your windshield. We had just the 2 knights, so this is a time of action, but it's also a time of tweaking your plans a bit. 3 wands cards, so it's going to be very much about communication. This is an important time to tell people where you want to be, to see if they can offer other ideas that you're actually more open to than you ever have been. You're ready to hear different perspectives so that you can gain more perspective yourself. There was the 1 swords card. I love that it was the 8 reversed. So really focus on that. You can be free now. You are free now. You have established the right conditions to free yourself from ways that you had lied to yourself before. But there's just such a higher level of just general honesty. There's going to be so many secrets coming to light that help us, again, gain perspective, learn about what's been happening and why. And that's going to help set us, again, in absolutely the right direction. Yay. And there are no cups cards. So with all this health energy, your main focus in Capricorn season can be just continuing to fill your cup, continuing to build up your energy for this neat push that's going to be happening next astrological season when the sun moves into Aquarius to join Saturn and Jupiter. Wow. And so the gap numbers in the reading add up to 22, which is the master number of the builder. So you can know you're absolutely on track. You have the vision and you're just figuring out the mechanics of how it's going to stack up. Wow. so exciting. And 22 is also a 4. So this month finds you, really figuring out the structure and how that's going to work and how you're going to just be getting a grip on this beautiful thing that you want to be bringing into your life. Yay! So that's it for today. Remember to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, share the video. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop. The link will be below. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Those will also be linked below. And happy Capricorn season, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep your hearts open, keep your eyes on the skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.